Keeping people on your channel longer watching your videos is one of the secrets to growing on YouTube. And one of the tricks to do this is to have a YouTube end screen at the end of all of your videos. And in this video, you'll learn how to create and then add a YouTube end screen to your videos. So let's get started. Hey there, my name is Steve Green from It Makes Sense, and we talk about the tools, the tips, and the strategies so you can make money on YouTube. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. All the pro YouTubers use some sort of end screen to keep people watching their videos longer, and that just keeps people on the platform longer. And the longer you keep people on YouTube, the more YouTube is going to promote and show your videos. So first, we're going to talk about how you can create your own end screen, and I'm going to show you how you can do that for free. And then I'm going to show you how you can add it to your videos. So let's hop over to the computer and let's go through this. There's two different ways that you can make a template. The first one is, if you're really creative, you can create your own from scratch. Now, I'm not very creative, so what you can also do is you can go watch videos of other YouTubers and then find an end screen that you like and then use that as inspiration for your own. So for instance, this is one of my videos, and all I need to do is just take a snapshot, a cutout of this end screen. So what I'm going to do is just use my tool here, cut this out, because it's got my two videos, it's got my subscribe button. So I'm going to cut that out, and this is going to be my template for my end screen. So let's save this. All right, now I'm going to go to a program called canva.com, and it's a completely free program that you can use to create your own end screens or your thumbnails or whatever else you want to create. So the first thing you need to do is go to create a design, custom size. It's going to be 1920 by 1080. And now what I need to do is upload that file I just took of my end screen. So let's go to upload, and let's upload from the device, and it is right here. And once it's done uploading, I want to drag it over to the canvas that I just created. All right, so now what I'm going to do is make sure that it covers the entire canvas. Perfect. Okay, now I want to turn the transparency down because I don't want to see it, but I'm just going to use it as a guide. All right, so you can see here I have my two videos that you can watch next. Now these are clickable, and I'm going to show you how you can do this in YouTube. And it's also got a clickable subscribe button. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to add the background element, which is a rectangle. So let's just drag this over here and make sure it fits the whole screen. Perfect, and I want it to be my branding color, which is this. So let's turn the transparency down so I can see. All right, now the next thing I have is I have this diagonal line here. So let's go to Elements. Let's use this line. Now, you can create another rectangle and just make it thin, but I pay for the pro version of Canva, so it gives me this thin line, which I'll use. All right, let's see if I can match it up and then make it diagonal. Make it a little bit, turn it a little bit. And I want this to be orange. Now I want to have a white box right here, so let's create that. And this is going to be white. And let's go back because I want it behind the orange line. Okay, now let's make this transparent so I can see. All right, so now I want to create the circle subscribe button because this is where my clickable picture is going to go. So let's just take this shape and let's make it small. Right there, just so I know where to put the subscribe in YouTube. So my picture is going to go right there when we import this over to the YouTube, and I'll show you that in a second. So the next thing is I'm going to add text. So let's just add a heading, and let's just say subscribe. Let's move this over. let's change the font. So my branding is this Futura black bold. Perfect. All right. Now the next thing I want to do is add these rectangles where the videos are going to go. Now you can see in my old template, the videos didn't cover my other squares, so I'm going to correct that right now. So I'm going to go to Elements, use another rectangle, and make sure it covers the videos. And I'm going to show you why this is important in a second, and what I didn't do the first time I created this. So there's that. Let's make sure it's covering. All right, now let me duplicate this. Right click, copy, right click, paste. And let's make sure that it covers just the video. And one of the nice things about Canva is it has these guidelines that you can use to make sure everything's centered. Perfect. So I got that. Now I want to create my name. So let's add another heading, and let's Steve Green. And again, choose my font. Oh, didn't do it for this one. Let's do it that. And I want the font to be white. Now what I want is I want the spacing between these two lines to be less. So what I can do is hit this, and then the line height. Just bring this up a little bit, make this bigger. Go back to here. Perfect. All right. Make sure now it's centered between these two, which is what I want. All right, now I want to add these titles. So let's click off this, go to text, add a subheading, and this video will be the same. I want it to be caps, the complete YouTube guide. I should have made it white before I started typing, but I want this to be white. And I want it to be Futura, which it already is. Now let's move this here. I want it to be centered over my name. I'm going to copy this. So copy, right click, paste. Move this down. And this one is called YouTube recommendation. And I'll show you what this all means in a minute. All right, so let's move this. Let's make sure that it's centered, and it is. And I want these actually to be orange. So change this to orange. Change this to orange. Excellent. Now I want to have these lines. So I'm going to go back to Elements, search for arrows. And I believe it was this one I used. Yes, it is. So let's see if we match it. Oh, grabbed the wrong thing. Move this back up. Perfect. Right there. All right, so I want to mark this is, let's call it 45. So let's duplicate this. Copy, right click, paste. Now I'm going to flip this, flip it. I always forget if it's horizontal or vertical. It is vertical. So the other one was 45, so this one needs to be -45. Perfect. Let's line it up. There we go. We use our lines there. Now what I want to do is let's make this not transparent. Let's make this 100%. And this is what it looks like. Now you can see that the guide's gone, and I can see there's a little white here, so I need to move this. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. rotate it a little bit. Perfect. Now there's other things that you can do in Canva. If you wanted an animated end screen, you can then animate this. So there's different things you can do. For instance, you can do block. So you can see this comes in like that. You can do breathe, fade. But for now, we're just going to keep it static. So let's just go none. Now, once I have the end screen exactly how I want it, we need to download this into a PNG format. So let's go download. It's already set to PNG. I don't want a transparent background, so I'm just going to download this. And once I have it saved to my computer, now we're going to go into my video editing software and add it to my video. All right, now I'm in my video editor, and I use Adobe Premiere Pro, but you can use the same method for any video editing software that you use. So I'm just going to take that PNG, import it into my video, and then move it onto my timeline. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is that you only have 20 seconds for your end screen. So keep that in mind when you're creating this. So I'm just going to make this duration, let's click on it, move off of it. I want the duration to be 20 seconds. So let's just do 20. Hit OK. Now this will show for 20 seconds. Now you can see it doesn't have the videos here or the subscribe my picture, but we're going to add that in YouTube once we upload this to YouTube. So now I can save it, and once I have my end screen graphic here, now I can go over to YouTube and upload it, and I'm going to show you how you add these end screen elements to your video. Right now I'm back into my YouTube studio, and let me show you how you can add an end screen to a brand new video that you upload, and then I'll show you how you can change the end screen in an existing video. So this is a clip I uploaded to YouTube, and the first thing you need to do is once you're done with your description and your title, you go to next, monetization, next, video elements, and right here add an end screen. So let's go to add. And right here you can see it already pulled in my graphic. And again, remember I said you can only do the last 20 seconds of your video. Now the one that I like to use is the 2 videos plus the subscribe button. So I'm going to add this. And then you can see that it adds it to my timeline. So if I scroll this, you can see this is how it's going to look in your video. And the one thing you want to keep in mind is this is the mistake I made earlier in my first end screen, is these elements here that you can move around the videos have to be within these lines here, this top line and this bottom line. So let's move this. You can see right here it covers these rectangles perfectly. And let's do this. And right here, if you want, you can move this so it comes in later, earlier, but it can only be 20 seconds. So I want it to be right here. There we go. I want to move this so it covers the circle. So my circle isn't perfect, so I'm going to have a little bit of an orange outline, which is fine. Now right here, this is where you can change the elements. So if I click on this, I can do the most recent upload. I can do the best for viewer, which is what I typically do right here. So I have this best for viewer, and this is the video that YouTube recommends. And then right here is where I can change out the video that I want to show. So for this one, I want it to be the complete YouTube guide. So if I wanted to change this, I would just hit this little pencil here and then find the video that I want to promote. So let's find the complete YouTube guide. And I already know that it had that up there, but I just want to show you how to do this. So right here, where did it go? Right here. And then I would hit. So it has this right here. So let's go back. I don't want it to be when I'm talking. Right there. Perfect. Now you can change this to be a playlist, another video. It could be someone else's video. But no matter what, this is where you do it. And then once I'm done, I can hit save. So let's go take a look at it. Click on this. So let's play this so you can see what it looks like. Oh. To the computer and let's go through So it's a little late, so I probably have to play with the settings in there. But so this is the YouTube end screen, and this is how you add it to a brand new video. Now let me show you how you can change the end screen in an existing video. Now keep in mind, you can't change the graphic because you added that in your video editing portion. But what you can do is change the elements of that end screen. So for instance, let's go here and let's change this. So we go to edit video. And right here, you would go to end screen. Now again, remember, I can't change the graphic because we did that in our video editor. But what I can do is change the elements. Now you can see right here, I didn't have the square in that line area, which you can't really see right now. So that was the first mistake. So I can't change the graphic, but I can change the elements. So that is how you would change an end screen. And once I change it, so let's just say I move this a little bit, and then I can hit save, and it would save these end screen elements for this video. And that's just a real quick way to change the elements of an end screen in an existing video. Hey, if you found this video helpful in any way, please hit that thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and let me know what type of content you would like to see in my next video. And if you want to learn more YouTube tips and tricks, go check out that video right here. See, that's an end screen, and I'll see you over there.